All right, today we're going to learn our actual last lesson that you have to learn for the school year. And then after that, you have learned everything you need to know for 8th grade math, which is exciting. And then we'll just start reviewing and getting ready for the benchmark and the STAR test. So pay attention. This is real life situations. And it's going to be talking about how much college cost. And the questions are kind of like you have to know all these vocabulary words, so we're going to go over them, and then I'll go over some examples. So the first thing you need to know is, what is a savings plan? A savings plan is a personal system, a personal plan that you come up with to save some money that you need. Okay? Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is, what is the difference between a 2-year college and a 4-year college? A 2-year college is often referred to as a community college or a trade school. So I know you guys have heard of Wharton County Junior College. That is a community college. We have a campus here in Bay City. And then, of course, there's one in Wharton. And then there's different types of trade schools. So these community colleges offer certificates and diplomas for associate's degrees or specialized areas. So for example, you can go to a trade school and get your welding license. You can become a nurse assistant. You can become a cosmetologist, a dental hygienist, and those can all be earned at a 2-year college. So the difference between a 2-year college and a 4-year college is these are called universities. At these schools, your objective is to earn a bachelor's degree. And you'll hear people say, oh, is that a 4-year degree? Because it usually takes about 4 years to get it. Now, some people it takes longer, and some people can get it done in sooner than 4 years. But it's called a bachelor's degree. And examples of these degrees is to be a teacher, business management, engineering, and the list can go on and on and on. So that's the difference between these two types of colleges. The next thing you might hear on one of these questions is the words family contribution. Now, every family is different, but this is the amount of money that your family is going to help you with for college or community college trade school. So that's something you have to find out from your own family is, are they going to be able to help me? And if so, how much? Because every single person's situation will be different. All right, the next thing you're going to learn is the word scholarships and grants. And these are the best ones you can get if you can get them, because it is free money that you get to use to go to college or trade school, and you do not have to pay it back. It's like you did something good. They have athletic scholarships. They also have academic scholarships, like you did good in school, so they're going to help you pay for your college by giving you a scholarship or a grant. The next one, and these are good to get to help you, but you have to pay them back, so they're not as good as those. A student loan is the money that you borrow for college, and it has to be paid back. So the worst thing students can do is borrow money, go to school, and not finish school, and then they're stuck paying back that money. So don't take out student loans unless you're planning on finishing your school, and that way it's easy to pay them back. All right, the next word you have to know is tuition. Tuition is the price, the cost you pay for college classes. The cost of tuition and fees is different for every school, and they charge you based on if you live in state or out of state. So if I go to school here in Texas, it's cheaper. If I go out of Texas, I'm going to pay an out-of-state fee. Then the other thing you have to know is that there are other college costs besides tuition. One thing you would have to pay for is a place to live. That's called housing. You also have to buy your own books. So the college does not provide those for you. Any supplies. So if a class says you need a computer, then you have to have access to a computer. Of course, you have to be able to pay to eat. And if you plan on taking a vehicle to college, they're going to charge you to park your car there. So a lot of people choose not to take their vehicles. So these are the words you could possibly hear and that you really need to know in real life. All right, so if you flipped to the back, we're going to do two examples these examples are on your assignment, and you're going to do them the exact same way. So make sure you're paying attention. All right, example 1. James and his family are discussing how to pay for his college education. The cost of tuition at the college James wants to attend is $12,000 per year. James's parents are going to pay 60% of his tuition. So that's pretty awesome. They're going to pay for over half of his tuition every year. But he's going to have to pay the rest. James has 1 year to save enough money to attend his first year of college. There's 2 questions. How much money does James need to save for his first year? Well, how much does he need total? He needs $12,000. But is he going to need all of that? No. His parents are going to pay 60%. So you need to figure out how much James needs to pay. So you're going to change this to a decimal by dividing by 100. So 60 divided by 100 is 0.06. Okay? I meant 0.6, I'm sorry. 0.6. And what you're going to do is you're going to multiply his cost by what his parents are going to pay. So get your calculators. And you're going to multiply 12,000 times 0.6. That is what his parents are going to give him. That's not what he has to come up with. So $7,200 are what his parents will pay. So how do you know what he needs to pay? You're going to take the cost of college and subtract what his parents are going to give him. So 12,000 minus 7,200. So his parents are going to pay 7,200. That means he has to come up with $4,800. That's how much James has to pay. So I'm going to explain that again. He needs $12,000. His parents will pay 60%. So what we found out right here is that his parents will pay $7,200. We did that by multiplying by 0.6. Then once we knew what his parents would pay, we subtracted that out to get how much James needs to pay. Now that we know that, we can answer the next question. The next question says, what is the minimum, that means the least amount of money James needs to save every month in order to reach his goal? Well, right up here, he has 1 year to save money. So how many months are in a year? 12. He needs $4,800 and he has 12 months to save. So you're going to divide that by 12. Oops. He needs to save $400 per month to come up with his $4,800 that he has to come up with. Okay, there's lots of questions on your assignment, just like this one. Okay, the next question. Tuition for 1 year at a state school is about $15,000. Andrea would like to attend this university and will save money each month for the next 4 years. Her parents are going to give her $6,000 for her first year of tuition. Which plan shows the minimum amount of money Andrea must save to have enough money to pay for her first year of tuition? Well, all you have to do first is figure out how much money does Andrea need. She needs $15,000. Her parents are going to give her $6,000, so she doesn't have to come up with that. And 15,000 minus 6,000 is 9,000. So Andrea has to come up with $9,000. So all you have to do to answer this question is pick the answer choice that would give her that amount. So you have to go through each answer choice and try them out. Choice A, can she save $2,250 per month for the next 4 years? Well, think logically. What high school student makes that much money per month? It's very little. Okay? That's a lot of money for a high school student to save per month. But let's go ahead and do the math. Okay, we're talking about per month for 4 years. Well, how many months are in a year? 12. So 12 times 4 is 48 months. So she's saying, do I need to save $2,250 for 48 months? So you would multiply 2,250 times 48. She would have saved $108,000. That is a lot of money. She only needs 9,000, so that's not logical. Okay, could she save $437.50 per month for 4 years? Well, we already know 4 years is 48 months. So you would do $437.50 times 48 months. Go type that in. That's going to give her $21,000. She doesn't need $21,000. She needs $9,000. All right, let's try this one. How about $187.50 per month for 4 years? Again, we already know that's 48 months. So I'm going to multiply 187.5 times 48 months. That's going to give her exactly $9,000. So that's the plan she needs to follow to get that money. All right, at this time, if you would log into your Google Classroom and open your assignment, and I will go over number 1 with you because it's the only one I didn't have an example of. Okay, so number 1 says, an 8th grade student estimates that she needs $8,800 for tuition and fees for each year. That means for 1 year. She needs that. She already has $5,000 in a savings account. This table shows the projected future value of the account in 5 years based on different monthly deposits. So if you notice, she starts with $5,000. If she deposits $100 per month, then at the end of those years, she's going to have this much money. Okay, this is a different option. She has $5,000. If she deposits $200 each month, she's going to have this much after 5 years. The next one, she still starts with $5,000, but this one she deposits $300 per month. She's going to have $25,202. And this one, she starts with $5,000. She deposits $400 per month, and she's going to have that much at the end of 5 years. She's trying to decide which one of these options does she need to do. All right, so let's read the question. The student wants to have enough money saved in 5 years to pay for tuition and fees for her first 2 years of college. Well, 1 year of college costs $8,800. So how would I get how much she needs for 2 years? Well, multiply by 2. So you take your calculator, 8,800 times 2 is $17,600. That's how much this girl needs to pay for 2 years of college. So which one of these plans would give her enough to pay that? Well, this option, she's not going to have enough. This option, she'll have a little bit extra, but just enough to pay for that. This one, she'll have a whole lot extra, and this one as well. So she doesn't need to save that much. She needs to save $200 every month. And the question says, based on the table, what is the minimum amount she should deposit every month? $200. Okay, You're going to do the rest on your own. I have given you on your notes an example of basically every question. So you're going to do the questions, come up and have the substitute check your work. If you miss something, go back, correct it, and then once you're confident, then you can submit your answers.